Every soul faces moments when the world grows silent, when the plans you made crumble, and the path ahead seems swallowed by darkness. But it's in those moments, the quiet ones, that Allah begins the real conversation with your heart. Prophet Yusuf's story is not just a tale of faith, it is a blueprint of divine motivation. It teaches us how to stay driven when life takes away every external source of encouragement. Because true motivation, the kind that never dies, is not fueled by applause, wealth, or success. It's sustained by purpose and purified by patience. Imagine a young boy, alone in a dark well, the echo of betrayal ringing in his ears. His own brothers, his blood, threw him into the depths out of envy. Every reason to give up was right there: fear, confusion, abandonment. But Yusuf didn't let despair become his story, because in the silence of that well, he still had something left: faith. And faith, my friend, is the deepest form of motivation. You see, motivation built on circumstances will collapse when circumstances change. But motivation built on belief stands even when everything else falls. When people forget you, Allah remembers you. When the world turns away, the heavens turn toward you. Yusuf's calm in the darkness is not denial, it's discipline. It's the discipline of trusting that pain is not punishment, it's preparation. That the well is not your ending, it's the start of your rising. So ask yourself, when life pushes you into the well, what do you do? Do you complain about the darkness, or do you use the silence to hear Allah's voice more clearly? Yusuf's journey continues in the house of the Egyptian noble. From the pit to a palace, yet the test was not over. Sometimes success is a greater test than suffering. Because hardship breaks the body, but comfort can corrupt the soul. Here enters the story of the noble woman: desire, temptation, and moral struggle. This is where the philosophy of motivation deepens. Yusuf could have chosen pleasure. He could have chosen the easy road. But true motivation doesn't chase what's easy. It chases what's eternal. He said, "I seek refuge in Allah. Indeed, my Lord has made my stay good." What's beautiful here is that Yusuf didn't resist because he was afraid of people. He resisted because he respected his purpose. And that's the secret of sustained motivation. When your goal is to please Allah, every decision becomes an act of strength. In that palace moment, Yusuf reminds us that the strongest people are not those who conquer the world, but those who conquer themselves. Because without self-control, all success becomes self-destruction. Then comes the prison, another low point in human eyes, but a divine elevation in disguise. Yusuf, the innocent man, locked away for years. This is the place where ordinary motivation dies, but Yusuf's spirit, it grows. Because he didn't see the prison as a punishment, he saw it as a platform. A platform to teach, to inspire, and to interpret dreams. This is where motivation becomes philosophy. You cannot control where you are, but you can control who you become while you are there. In the cell, Yusuf becomes a teacher. He motivates others while he himself is confined. He reminds them, and us, that your surroundings do not define your destiny. Your faith does. He tells one of the prisoners, "This is from what my Lord has taught me." In other words, my motivation doesn't come from the world. It comes from within, from Allah. When the body is imprisoned, but the soul is free, that is divine motivation. It is the courage to make meaning even in misfortune. Years later, Yusuf walks again in the palace, but this time not as a servant, nor as a prisoner, but as a ruler. He's in charge of the land's food supply, leading Egypt through years of famine. But watch carefully. Success didn't change him, it revealed him. Because the motivation that comes from Allah doesn't end when you rise, it deepens. He uses power not to dominate, but to serve. He saves lives, plans wisely, and keeps his heart humble. This is the ultimate lesson. Real motivation is not about achieving comfort, but fulfilling responsibility. Yusuf understood that power is not the goal, it's the test, and gratitude is the response. So many people want success but forget to prepare for what success demands: discipline, humility, mercy. The motivated heart says, I'm not chasing blessings to boast about them. I'm chasing blessings to use them. At the end of the story, the same brothers who threw Yusuf into the well stand before him in need. Now he has every right to punish them, every reason to remind them of their betrayal. But what does he do? He forgives. He says, there is no blame upon you today. Allah will forgive you. Here lies the highest form of motivation: forgiveness. Because the truly motivated soul doesn't live for revenge, it lives for redemption. Forgiveness is the sign of one who has transcended the ego and lives by meaning, not memory. Yusuf's heart was never driven by what people did to him, but by what Allah wanted from him. That's why he rose. That's why he stayed pure. That's why his name remains luminous till today. Motivation is not about speed, it's about direction. The one who walks slowly toward Allah is still moving faster than the one who runs toward the world. The fear of Allah we discussed before now transforms into love of Allah, and that love fuels an eternal kind of motivation, one that doesn't expire when life gets hard. Every setback is a hidden classroom, every delay is divine timing, and every hardship carries a secret, the secret that Allah is preparing you for something greater than what you can imagine. When you understand this, motivation stops being about achieving success. It becomes about achieving peace. So the next time life throws you into a well, remember Yusuf. The next time temptation whispers, remember his restraint. The next time you feel confined by circumstances, remember his patience. And the next time you rise to power, remember his humility. Because the greatest motivator of all is not success or recognition or wealth. It's the quiet conviction that Allah is with you in every stage of your story. Stay consistent, stay humble, stay faithful. Let your heart be driven not by fear of failure, but by love for the one who never fails. And when the world asks you, how do you keep going? You can smile and say, because Allah gave me purpose.